It's the first NFL carry for the Wisconsin Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Quick pass out to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Tony Jefferson.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the...
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
She got everything I need. I know my friends going cause it's guys in P&B. I would never tell our secret, let's just keep it in the sheets. Won't go back while you suck it and you need it hard to breathe. Yeah.
Throwing again. Newton.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
J.K. Dobbins.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Colts 0. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the toss to Bell running right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Bell on the carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Mahomes, that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Yard line.
The give to Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurling through them.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Played to Anthony Miller.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup in 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
4-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Jones brought him down.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. The shotgun snap for Newton. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14. Colts nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jalen Rager, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 21. Colts nothing. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, they stole the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And right side, Henry's got it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Jaguars 43-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Mahomes firing complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This ball complete to Rager. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Newton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass in his first half. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Hey, can you go watch
Harrison
the party?
Butker is set to kick off.
No? Huh?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On 25-yard line.
What? Carter, wash yourself up. You hear me?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Uchenna Nwosu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. On third down, here's Bell. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and 1 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Newton. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
17-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Jonathan Taylor making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Colts nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You go to
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Le'Veon Bell. It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's 3 and out.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Airing one out for Boyd. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with a rookie second rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ball carrier. Michael Crocker is in on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the foot.
Psychologically, man, they want me to quit. You do blood making a Doberman sick. I roll for this shit from one jail to another precinct. You told for this shit. The shit you niggas sold for this shit. I own what it get before we start exposing this shit. We all making choices just look like nothing left is alive.
There, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Virgil Green.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Mahomes to throw once more. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this returnable for Rager. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
34-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first, is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Taylor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Jonathan Taylor.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. The Jaguars on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, Jaguars! Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the 1st.
Adams there on the tackle.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Down Colts.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He uncorks it for Snead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 58's the line. 58's the line. Hey, keep it down.
Throwing here, Newton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Covered by Jamal Adams.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton's going to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, here's Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Good shit. Good game.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles.